For today's video, you will need a mold for your candle, a silicone mold. This is what I have. It's a swirl pillar mold. If you look on the back of the box, this mold will produce this image right here for your candle. You also need some candle wax. I have the cocoa apricot cream candle wax. I got mine from Michael's. I'm going to cut a little bit more than half because my mold holds about 11 ounces. You also need a Woodwick. The Woodwick comes together with a little holder at the bottom, and you need a microwave safe bowl, whether it is ceramic, whether it's glass. It must be microwave or oven safe. Here I have mine from Sur La Table, and it should tell you on the bottom how many degrees is good. And you just need a scent. This is optional for your candle. I have a dragon fruit scent that I got from Dollar Tree. So to start off, I'm going to cut a little bit more than half of this block of wax because the wax is about 16 ounces, but my mold only holds 11 ounces. So I'm just cutting a little bit more than half. And I'm going to go ahead and save that other half of the bar and use the bigger half. So I'm going to chop it up into little cubes. If you have a kitchen scale, you can weigh out how much wax you need. I don't have a kitchen scale, so I'm just eyeballing everything. So I put it in my bowl. I'm going to add my scent here just to help the wax melt before I put it in the microwave at 1 minute increments. This one's so good, and I got it from Dollar Tree for $1.25. So I put the bowl in the microwave, and I microwave it for 1 minute increments until the wax is really melty and liquidy and very easy to pour, so it resembles something like water. In the meantime, I'm opening my mold up, and this is what it looks like. It's a silicone-based mold, and I'm going to pour my wax into here so that the candle can solidify and take the shape of the mold. Before I pour the wax in, though, I'm going to take a Woodwick. I got this one from Michael's, and I'm going to take one of those Woodwicks, and I'm going to insert it in the steel base that came with the Woodwick. So you just kind of want to open that base up or slide the wick in there. Now, there's a little tiny hole in the bottom of the silicone mold that will help you to align the base of the wick so that it stands up very straight and in the middle. You see that little tiny hole? That's the one you're going to align the wick with. Now, to get the wick to stay, you're going to want to dip it in the wax a little bit, like just a small tiny bit. And then you're going to want to press it down onto the mold until it cools. So you dip it, press it down into that same spot, let it cool, and eventually it will stand up on its own. So I'm going to pour my wax in. I think it took about 2.5 minutes for it to fully melt. But I'm going to pour it in. Now, when I started to pour it in, liquids, they like to have something to follow so that they can go straight into the mold. So mine started to drip a little bit on the counter. So I just took a water bottle and I cut off the top of the water bottle to mimic a funnel. Now my wick did kind of move over a little bit, but once I moved the water bottle, I was able to place the wick back in place. So it wasn't too much trouble for me. So I used the water bottle top like a funnel, and I pour my wax in through it until I filled the mold up to my desired height. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So once it's all done, my wick kind of just went back into place, and I'm going to just mix it a little tiny bit. But as it solidifies, I'm going to continue to fix it. So I started a timer. It did take about an hour before it kind of solidified, but I left it for 24 hours. Then I'm just going to trim my wick with a kitchen scissor. And now I can take the mold off, and the candle should take the shape of the pillar mold that I have here. So there's a video of me taking off the mold, and voila! There goes my candle. I just wanted to say this candle smells so good. The flavoring from Dollar Tree was really nice. I did get a little bit of wax on my hand because it's really hot in my house, but there's that. And then I'm going to light it, and that is it. So all in all, the process took about more than 2 hours, I think. And I left my candles to dry overnight. So, ta-da! I hope this helps.